in the stones, there are eyes that are still stuck in the stone. But I'd never seen it from above like that. To see this quite about it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good then.
Very good. Okay, so
Sorry.
we're all to order. We do have an agenda, and on the first of the agenda is to approve the minutes from the last meeting. Correct?
Yes.
It's okay. It's good. And so you weren't here. You were here. Morgan wasn't here. Jenny was here. Jenny's retired. She has kids, too many kids at home now. So that's too bad. Sit over here. And so yeah. Jonathan's the only one who can vote on the minutes from last meeting if we had them.
And you.
Yep. Oh, and me too, yes, in case of a tie.
We do. They were from August. I'm trying to remember because I
It was
the
the
agenda.
little subdivision, wasn't it? That we
It was the
new
it was the
oh,
plaza.
the plaza. Yeah, oh, that's right too. That was a big meeting, yes. In which we made no stipulations and no issues because it was all
there were
There
like a minor
were two small conditions. Everything was approved though.
the garbage, I think was one.
Yes.
Yeah, the turnaround.
Yep. I'm glad you remember. I have hang on, just let me grab the date so that I have so that you know what date to approve. Village Planning Board 2025. Come on. So you'll be making a motion to approve the minutes.
Yep. I'll make the motion.
From August 21st, 2025.
Yeah, very good. We have no other old business.
21, 25. So Barry's making the motion?
Yes, technically I second, right?
Yeah, that's right. And then it dies for lack of a vote. This is a small town business here.
Exactly.
As you know.
What does Robert's rules have to say about that?
Oh, I call him Bob's rules. We've been shortening forever. My version is generally, does anybody have a problem with this? And if nobody does, then we accept it. But I can do that stuff, but I have no real need.
Point of parliamentary procedure.
Yeah, that's right. Well, anytime you do want to bring up procedures, it's perfectly fine. We can jump into that because I don't want to push anything, but generally these are without much controversy. Generally they are. Wouldn't you say? Generally,
yes.
Without much controversy.
That is true.
Okay, so I would introduce myself. I'm Barry Walsh. I've been on this committee for quite a few years, I guess. I happen to be the chair. But my basic idea is I want as much business in Canton as we can get. So of this kind especially. Yeah. Jenny, you already know Jenny. Mike.
Mike and Murphy recently moved here to Canton. My wife grew up here, so brought the kids back, or brought her back and brought our kids here. Thought it was a great place to raise a family, and I was happy to be part. And I share the same vision as Barry about revitalizing the area.
Cool.
I'm Jonathan Zimmerman. Moved to the area about 3 years ago with my wife and daughter, and we just want to see a lovely place to live for everybody. So,
yes. And all member and Tim, no, of course, do you know Tim?
Yeah.
All members of the board are residents of the village, and it would be Morgan, but maybe he's doing kid care. I don't know. So when we do the site plan review, the first is that I'd like for you to introduce the project in general. Tell us what it is that you really are intending to accomplish here, and then we will look at the actual plans and see how we go.
Okay, we can do our best. This is actually my brother's project. But he lives in Zambia and it's 7 hours ahead, so it's the middle of the night there. So we were elected to come. He had purchased this land on Gouverneur Street, and I know you guys are both new. It used to be AAA lumber when we were growing up. And our dad was in the construction, so we were there a lot. But he purchased that land. His vision is to bring back my brothers. Both have businesses and they work together, and I'm their executive assistant and also your children's school counselor. But they would like to bring business back to their hometown. They're big golden bears, and they feel like it would be something that would make our families happy, to be able to have jobs for, they were hoping SUNY Canton graduates, or, whoever young professionals that want to get into the workforce. They do a variety of business, but they service mortgages, they do underwriting, they do insurance, things like that, depending on the clients that they bring here and where they are. That would decide if it would be a shift work type situation, or if it would just be during the day. So I don't know if that.
And so pretty much these are clients who aren't in Canton at all.
No, right.
And the
Well, I mean, it
businesses-
doesn't necessarily mean they couldn't be.
But it could be anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So,
To the village.
yeah, but, and so it's not like a flow through business of clients coming in and working necessarily day in and day out.
Right.
With you, they're doing it
Right,
on.
they-
More like a remote call center
A
type of,
servicing type of, yes.
not a call center, but like they service folks from, could be, the clients could be
Yeah,
in Africa.
yeah,
Or they-
yeah.
So that's what takes the pressure off the parking area. See, by not having a lot of people coming, and that's enough
Parking
parking.
area is a little issue. but
It
we're
is,
gonna try to work through that.
gotta have enough room for all the people who would work in 3 levels of the building.
Right,
And,
I think, part of that, and I went to the county planning, they had some great input. We've been working with Aaron at,
Tuesdays? Yeah.
And I think we originally were only gonna do 2 stories, but financially, like when you're building, it makes most sense to do it. So our plan is to have the 3rd story available to build out, depending on, what clients and contracts they can bring to the area.
Room for increase if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But you're figuring, essentially, it's a 2-story building with a walkout cellar.
yes,
Yeah.
And so you're thinking walkout cellar first level is what you'd be developing
Main
first,
level.
and then if necessary.
Yeah.
you
But
just
would you-
frame out the
would be
top,
like
the top
build a
floor, but
pool
not
or
necessarily
something.
finish it all off.
So we build a suit for the 3rd floor?
I would,
Unknown at this point.
unknown.
Yeah. But it would be on the building when you're
Yeah.
done
Right.
with this
Yeah.
first, even if it's empty. So there's no
More than
cheaper
what
time.
we,
Mhm.
expenses, everything is so expensive, so then we took it off, and then we said it doesn't make a lot of sense to put all this money into a building.
And
when-
then not have a
Yeah.
3rd floor. So.
You're only adding a wall. Same roof is always there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, next time you'd have to take the roof off and try it. So, yeah, that sounds good.
We went back to Aaron, he was on vacation last week, but we did talk to him about what the county planning board said. And I don't think it's that we don't have room there, we have 1.8
yes.
acres.
Yeah.
It's just that's what he put into his plans, and we weren't really considering what they said. I mean, how many people might be in the building, because we aren't sure at this
I
point.
mean, parking lots are also always easier to make bigger than the building is, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
And we can definitely, we're planning, at least double, if not triple spots for the parking.
Because what I read was like the bottom floor would be kind of a mixed use, event. So you would need more parking than what
Yeah.
people would be working there on the 2nd floor would need it, but it's also not a daily event space. It'd be kind of more like a weekend and weekends.
Weddings, I know, it's
Yeah.
not, we have.
That's what you measured.
You know,
Yeah,
like, so, like,
the new one.
I can give you an example, the woman, very nice Myrtle,
Butterfield.
yeah, I think it's Reagan, she used to,
Yes, yes.
in the police department, she called and asked if that would be something, she read it in the paper, if she could bring her senior citizens there, and I said, absolutely. So like, that's what we were thinking, like, we do wanna look at like a holistic place where people could, well, my idea is to give back to the community. I don't know how the boys feel about this, but I'll override them, like, free yoga, or if people want a space to be able to do community events that, people could be included in, that would be my idea too,
Mhm.
to give back.
Mhm. Very good. So it's a building that has very little infrastructure need. It doesn't do anything. You don't make noise. You don't anything. I mean, it's just like a little, I don't know, generator running, business generator right here. Um, okay, so yes, there's plenty of, now I was concerned with Tim about the amount of impervious area. But all of this counts as the percentage of the property, so we're nowhere near the percentage. You can have 30% coverage, we're at 20% coverage of with impervious surface, so all of this makes up for it. And it's quite level. If you had to come out this way with the parking lot, you don't start to lose
Grading.
grade for a long time. It's only a foot difference here all the way across. So if you needed to make more space.
Well, that's what they
That's
were
it,
thinking,
you know?
yeah.
you
Yeah,
have
we
to-
were thinking of going towards, that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's room for another 10% worth.
Oh,
of-
yeah.
Of that on there before it pushes that,
I'm sure architects are gonna go through it and
they
do it, fine tune that parking. Get it brought to the attention.
have, that's
Is
the,
there a difference between, asphalt pavement and if it was just like a gravel lot?
that would allow,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that could go with.
Someone
They said
got up
overflow.
and
yeah, if
in
you,
the county too.
if you get beyond the impervious, then you can have a gravel surface
Yeah.
that makes it pervious. Which I think is going backward, I hate to say it,
Yes,
I mean,
I agree.
really. And there are pervious asphalts, but they don't hold up too well in
No.
North Country, so it doesn't work, so. Um, we also revamped the code during COVID. I call it COVID. And this is kind of a mistake on this about how much impervious surface, because these lots are supposed to be 100 feet wide. There's a lot of records, so it doesn't matter. And they want 50 feet of setback. That gives you only 50 feet of building.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody didn't think right on this, so I think we have to look at it again, but you're outside of that problem, which I've been agonizing over. So let me just go through our checklist here to be sure that we have everything on there. Got the location, we know topographic. Oh, our biggest issue is about the floodplain, and Tim can address that.
Residential.
Okay.
Commercial. Maybe it's always fit, yes, okay.
And we're clear on the floodplain line and we're well out of the floodplain?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's
I work
it.
with a floodplain coordinator.
Yeah,
on that,
You were telling me
and,
about that.
The floodplain coordinator was essentially saying that since the base flood elevation is marked on the plans, on the survey, the surveyed well, he considered that the floodplain survey.
Okay.
And you're well above the 2 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, 345 to
You're almost like
362,
18 feet.
363 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's
Yeah, I looked at that really closely.
because the other side, not your side, but this side over here is already underwater by the time it gets up very high over here.
Yeah.
So there's no issue there. Okay, grading, there is a storm water berm set up here already for during construction for the silt fence. You have that in here, which I think is good. That's what the county said. They want the SWPPP, which is that stormwater preparation. I'm not sure what it stands for.
Stormwater prevention plan.
Pollution prevention.
Pollution.
Yeah.
Pollution prevention.
I forgot a piece.
Yeah.
We also talked about the snow, but there is a place for the snow, and I think we have.
Storage.
Storage there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To the north.
yeah.
Yeah.
But at some point, you guys were talking about maybe building residential there. way in the
Well,
future.
it's talk, it's just
talk.
just talk right now.
It's just one project at a time.
Yeah, so
Don't
that'll
jump too far ahead.
be a whole nother segment.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's not open that can of worms.
Oh, yeah. it's
okay,
not-
good. That would be tough, because hard to put a building and a house on
Yeah.
one property. Then
Yeah.
there would be setbacks, I'm sure.
Separate.
What is the exterior finish on the building?
It's,
Vinyl claps, do you think?
no. It's smart siding. If you look on.
Oh, okay. This plan.
Oh, that set of plans here?
Yeah. This is all site, that's all building, the one on the bottom. I think it shows it in elevation.
Oh, yes. So this is, it's a clapboard look, but it's smart siding. It's,
Oh, the LP smart siding, I think on the plan.
okay.
The concrete style?
Oh, no, it's kind of like,
Masonite used to be.
it's not masonite.
No, because they're out of business, but
It's kind of like an OSB product.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's ground wood to begin with. It's remanufactured.
Yeah,
So remanufactured wood.
There-
yeah.
It's essentially an OSB product. Like if you flip it over on the backside, right,
Yeah.
it looks like OSB. On the
Yeah.
front side, it's,
interesting.
painted.
Finished.
Finished.
I think that's what was put on the historical house, the red
Exactly,
part of the.
Yep.
The back part.
Yep.
Mm.
that red
That was
bit.
all LP smart side, and they had that, they basically were replacing LP smart side that was 20 years old. So,
That's why I said, this isn't much different. That's why. Okay.
Exactly.
Good. All right. That's fiberglass shingles architecturals. Yeah. Okay. Good. Really, it's only one building and one slab so far, but eventually you're going to put another building on that slab for the, just to have the
Nothing on the
slab.
slab.
Just leave it that. Okay.
That's just a concrete area for people to walk out.
Yeah, for like a
from event
patio.
space, yeah.
It's showing as a patio.
Okay,
That's what it plans
so that's gonna be for the event space.
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
That's what that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and you already had a curb cut through onto Route 11 because they had to when it was the other company.
There was already,
So you already got a driveway there.
yeah, there's a driveway
Yeah.
there.
The county said you gotta check with Route 11 or with state DOT for Route 11 access. You've got it, I think. I don't know why.
There's a driveway there.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
driveway's right there. It's already
You
done.
know, the previous.
They just want to leave every
Hey,
stone
yeah,
covered. I think.
yeah.
Bob the Barber.
Barber.
Yeah.
Barber
Bob the
was,
barber.
was in there for ages.
Mm,
And then, there was some tenants occupying it for a
Yeah.
while. They're all gone though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no tenant there.
That's pretty rough.
That
It
building's
needs to
pretty,
come
pretty
down,
rough.
yeah.
Yeah, very rough.
um, it says you have to have, do you have bicycle access? I think you probably do. Yep. Pedestrian as
What
well.
does bicycle access mean?
Yeah, good question. That's
Like
right.
a bike.
Yeah, no, I think it's just in here because they had, so there was a committee. And they said, well, don't forget about bicycles. And so bicycles can come in here. It's like if you.
Yeah, you have bicycle access.
Yeah.
If you had, well, for example, we had a thing for an educational consortium down here, people, and so they had to have bike racks for the kids. So yes, you had to have bike racks, but here you have access. People can walk to that as much as anybody up and down the street. So different from Dairy Queen or something. Drains and culverts. Oh, yeah. Did we see? That would be on the site one about drains and culverts. There is a drainage swale. Yeah, you're right. Which.
On the south side.
This is consistent, so that would.
Drainage swale right here.
Oh, yes, okay. Yep. It's coming in, once you get to here,
Yeah, it's gonna go down.
yep, and,
No gravity.
and. They would probably pitch I don't see any. Drains within the drive or the parking lot, but it's not that big. Really, it should run off. Yep, okay, and. Yeah, got trains, and anybody can get access by bicycle. Up here, you got access into the.
There's this little bit of a small grade too, because it goes 362 there, I think 365.
Oh, yeah.
So how far it goes.
Because it all rolls east.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Oh, yep, yep. That would be very good. Who's here? Who's the next door neighbors going down Gouverneur Street?
To the right or to the left?
As you look at it to the right,
Uh,
is it just a house?
Red House. I believe it's a rental.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Well, they
I
give a
think
name.
Mr. Staples might own it.
Just the address.
Just, yeah, just
19
19
Gouverneur
Gouverneur.
Street.
I just wonder what, and you're not even that close to them at all, really. Here's your building, here's their building. That's pretty nice. And this this is water line coming in, and this FM is a forced main where they're pushing their sewer water. They have to push it out and into the drain of the street. Yeah, so that's what this is. So it has to have this chamber down here. That seems to be the biggest inconvenience
Yeah,
for you
biggest
to have
inconvenience
to
with that.
live with, isn't it? Because for a while they were talking about having it come across under the river, the sewer pipe, but I don't know if they ever did that or.
That seems a little more complex.
It does, yeah, just, yeah.
They did it up by Community Bank, I believe.
Yeah,
They did, they crossed under there.
They did,
yeah,
Oh,
the
Way
Maple
back.
River
Wow.
subdivision.
when Marty was in.
yeah. Oh,
Maple
Oh, actually, no,
Hill.
I take that back. It was water only. They haven't done sewer yet.
Oh,
oh,
Right,
oh.
Yeah, you won't deal with your water pipe that bursts a little less.
That's right.
Sewer is
Yeah, just
like,
ask people in
That's right.
DC right now with all the millions and millions of gallons of
Yeah.
sewage that's in the Potomac.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
man. Yes.
you guys wanna hear about
You only
bicycle
think it's-
parking?
About what?
Bicycle parking.
Yeah, oh, well,
They basically say essentially bike lane.
sure, we can do that.
maybe your accountants will ride bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Might.
cool.
In other places, people do one
Yeah,
more.
yep.
You might.
We just haven't thought of ski racks yet either.
Yeah.
That'll be the next
It's
thing.
gonna take 6 months of the year. You can do
Yeah.
that.
Okay,
Okay.
this is not a subdivision, so it doesn't need to have a fire hydrant necessarily. If this were subdivision, we'd have to put those in. Utilities we have water and sewer, electric is gonna come in that way. Are you gonna put gas into the building for
I
heat?
believe so.
Do it if you can,
Yeah.
because they're gonna shut it off.
Yeah,
But they all of a sudden gave a reprieve on that.
Yeah, we know.
yeah, we've
Okay,
been
good.
working with.
Good, stay on top.
Yeah, we've just.
We've discussed this in many details with Tim.
I think it here enough.
No, it's important
Yeah,
to clarify that.
yeah, it was important.
Oh, are you gonna have a sign? You want, you have a sign off out here somewhere by the road?
Well, there was talk of a sign in the front. I don't know now. They changed
That's a
it
good
from,
question. I don't know. the
You know,
answer to that.
I wanted to bring that up because that check you gave me, it was, it mentioned this. Already put the money in there for the sign permit. And it was,
So maybe we are getting a sign.
no, it was like unnecessary, like that's something like you don't even do until you get the sign permit. Sign permit application would be completely different than.
oh, yeah.
Would be a separate permit than the building permit. So,
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
you still have the check in my folder because a lot, and then the other thing too is like these fees for like the site plan and everything, you won't have to pay them until the permit is issued. Like when the permit is issued, there'll be like a breakdown of
Yeah.
the cost of like the site plan review will be one of those factors. That's how the village handles those payments. It's always handled at the time when you pay the building permit fee. So we just tack that on as a simpler, cleaner way to do it. But I might have to do this check back.
That's fine. You tell me what you need and we'll write it for you. Can I ask about the sign? Like,
Sure.
what, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine they'll want some sign
So,
somewhere, but,
there is a sign code.
okay.
And that's all. And the thing is that apparently the sign makers don't believe there's a sign code. So they'll let you make the wrong sign and put it up. And then, yes, yes. Now, it's not in a historic district, so you don't have to worry about that. But it talks about heights and sizes and the fact that it'll be an off-premise sign if you
I
let
can
it out by
send
the
you-
end of the door.
Yeah.
And so this is an easy sort of thing to
Okay.
do for that.
Okay.
On Main Street, it's tough because then you have to have the right colors and the right
Right.
size and fit in.
It's regulated by zoning district.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you don't have to have one
Commercial
now.
corridors actually has probably the least
Restrictions.
restrictions.
Good.
Be
Usually
happy to work
can,
with whatever's in the
Yeah.
restrictions.
they usually can go bigger.
You can send that to John, let him figure it out.
Yeah, I'll send that to John.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds good.
We can decide what sign he wants.
Sounds
Basically,
good. Buffer areas, you've got that
pictures.
taken care of. Oh, they talk about downcast lighting. Now, downcast lighting.
Yes, yes.
Yep,
If
yes.
Tommy's familiar with that,
Yeah,
Tommy's our.
Yes, and so is our Tisdales and all, it's all standard thing, but it just makes you sound like you know what you're talking about when you say emphasis.
Well,
What downcast lighting do, light skies,
Right, like-
well, that's it.
There was an issue with it at Claxton Hepburn when we did Claxton Hepburn building with a downside. Like, that
Yeah,
was
you got neighbors right
Yeah.
there,
You know,
across the street.
Yep.
And it's like standard operating procedure
Yeah.
to have that kind of lighting.
That was when it was just changed, because we actually had to change the lights. Oh,
So that is the end of our list of things.
Actually, you can look on one of those pages. It gives,
the lighting, I probably.
yeah, it gives all the lighting.
Other document, or this one?
I think it's under, so,
Wait a second.
It's on, yeah. it's like one, I believe.
Or is that plan
Different
one?
version.
Should be a
that might
detail.
be, keep going,
Towards the end.
towards the end.
Keep making them bigger.
Numbers.
It has a lot of tiny numbers. in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
That's all lighting.
Must be.
It's like, there's software now. You just put in your address.
That's wonderful.
So that tells you what the intensity is at any of those spots based on what the, oh. That's a lot of work for one person.
No, it's
Not really.
Oh, the computer, yeah.
Just push the button.
That's right.
Yeah.
Figures it out in a
It's
second.
all.
Yep, this is, yeah, so they've thought it out ahead,
Something
that
on
they,
their
they're
cell
gonna,
phone.
yeah. So just to finish
Oh, really?
about the signs is don't let them tell you what it's gonna be till you check with.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew, because that's, oh yeah, we'll make it for you, and then you have to make a new one, and they laugh up their sleeves.
He
So-
insists that Barry's face is somewhere on that sign.
Yes, that's what, yeah.
Did you say?
Barry's face must be on the sign. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stipulation.
Yeah.
If you-
I
if
advocate
you want a
for
yes vote.
your place here. You'll have two handicap spots. Good, then, yeah, we have done, the village board did what's called your seeker, which is your short, which isn't really true, but it's supposed to be the short environmental impact statement. And that's okay, it's good, and they took the lead on that, so we didn't have to, so, and that got it started. To say, okay, this can happen, so now let's keep going, and so that seeker has been done. And we assume that you're gonna start when the frost is out?
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
I think they said as soon as they can get the electricity in there to be warm enough.
Yeah,
That has asbestos abatement that they're having for.
Lucky you.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Not a lot, but there was some.
Yeah.
I think they said March, you know, I mean, I know it's almost March, it doesn't seem quite warm enough yet, but they were hoping.
So we have, I believe, addressed the questions that the county sent on their memorandum of understanding and whatever. Basically, it was the problem with the floodplain, to be sure that that's all right. Access to Route 11. What was the other one? There's one other thing. Parking. And so, and the county is involved because you're on a state route,
Right.
state highway, and a river. Anytime we have water frontage, we have to have the county involved, which is good. It's good to have them.
Sorry, in the review that they sent, that, do we need to get permission
No.
from the county to that Route 11?
No.
Okay.
No.
You don't have to, when they are done, they are interested in it, and they have essentially signed off to us to do what they said if we want to.
Yes, no, I know, I was there, they were great, but, no, I thought they said we had to get permission from,
DOT.
DOT?
Yeah,
You-
I think it's only if you do work in the right of way
okay.
of the DOT.
Oh.
And have they,
Well, yeah, they're gonna have to hook up to the sewer.
yeah,
Oh, it's right.
so you might want to get ahead of that and talk to DOT.
Just don't make too.
Here's-
Because some.
ROW is right away here,
Yeah.
and,
And does it say where the water?
There were-
comes in?
The sewers, yeah. So that's.
This is another page here, I think. There we go. Here's the sewer.
Yeah,
Oh, look, it stopped right there.
Yeah, that
Oh.
might be tying in to,
To somebody else's.
wow,
No, you can't do
the
that.
building,
Different one.
that's what there.
oh, the existing sewer.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing.
Okay, that's good.
And then this is,
That's a
Same with the water, yeah.
yeah, it's the water there too.
Yeah, because there's gonna be, the
Water's
village is gonna have,
edge of the right of way.
yeah, and they're gonna have
Yeah,
a meter.
water's right
Meters
there
on
on
the
it.
building, I still assume.
Actually, it's in the front of the other house, the water is.
The 15 government.
Yeah, I shouldn't
19
have. It
government.
was, the village and I, there was a big to-do here. There was a couple right close and they must have, see, the water used to come from this building to feed that. That's what they originally thought,
Oh.
but then they realized they went down and just tapped in over here, so they figured it out. The
Well,
village was over there with me, Rick.
Rick DeLorme.
Yeah, they were over there.
There
That
might
was
be-
the other reason, the water, they wanted water for the asbestos removal, keep the dust down, and we ain't
Perfect.
turning water on now. We just froze it.
So this is just a private house right here that kind of goes around.
Exactly. There's a
Yeah.
home here, and there's another home here, and another home there.
Yeah.
Yeah, setback barn.
Yeah. And so, just for our own purposes, this is the commercial corridor like this, and that's
Okay.
why we wanted these
Yeah,
lots.
but
But this isn't really on the commercial corridor, it just happens to have a driveway there, but it's out behind, it's not in
Mhm.
the main drag, so to speak.
It was a commercial quarter too, or why is there like private houses on it too?
Because zoning is always forward looking.
Yeah,
and
never.
everything is left over when you try
Yeah.
something new, so yeah, so in theory, when they're done using this as a house, they should be converted to some sort of commercial enterprise as they go along, in theory. That's the thought of this, and it all started with what did they call it? We re-looked at our whole village,
Yeah.
and out of
Oh,
that.
the comprehensive.
Comprehensive plan.
Plan, yeah, and so, which I can't even find a copy of anymore. There's one in the mayor's office, but
I'll
anyway,
send you,
that started the
like-
zoning changes, and now we sort of are living with things that I hadn't thought of completely, so I'm gonna breathe it, but in your case, doesn't matter, I suppose I'm wasting our time on that. But, okay,
I appreciate the education.
well, that's something that you guys, yes, and we didn't have a conceptual review before because this was so beautifully done. There was no need to say, oh, you gotta do this and then the other thing. But sometimes we do have those, they come in fly by night things. And so, yes, this is all good. So, okay, I would entertain a motion to approve this site plan with, what conditions do we have? No conditions. Without a sign. But there's nothing that has to be changed on this,
Great, thank you.
really. I
Yeah.
mean, we haven't. My memory's not too good, but I can't think of one thing we haven't liked. Yeah. This is unheard of.
And Aaron will rework the parking
Yeah,
and
we
when he's
will.
back from vacation.
Okay.
Guess as long as it doesn't go like 4 times bigger than
Yeah.
not a thing.
He's aware of the
The
30%.
other thing you wanna look at, page one. It outlines all the zoning requirements. And it talks
Okay.
about impervious surface there.
Oh, down here, zoning stuff. Oh, yes, okay. Yep. Minimum is 100
It
feet.
talks about height.
Yeah.
They talked about height here,
Oh, so what did you find out about sprinkling?
but it not, since it's not over 55 feet, the height doesn't match. Area didn't seem to, I am not, unless I find something in my final plan review before I write the permit, before I issue the permit. But as far as height, it didn't trigger a sprinkler system.
Because it really is 2 stories
And
in
it's
the
B
back,
occupancy. But
B occupancy, which is
there is
not
some,
residential. Mhm.
there is some assembly space if you have an event space, so I have to look at that a little more closely.
But that's open.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
that's
The
open.
Event space is open.
So
Yeah, so that wouldn't count as a,
as far as like the basement, is that office or is that?
It's open as far as I know.
Is that gonna be event
There's like
space
a
too?
couple bathrooms down there.
Is the basement gonna be event space?
That
too?
is,
That
what
is-
is the event space?
The
The
basement?
basement.
Yeah.
So I have to look at that a little more closely.
Yeah, we wanna be safe and we want
Yeah,
everything.
so it's inconclusive at this point. I'd say height doesn't trigger it, but area and assembly space may, but I have to look at that a little more closely. And I made some notes here about reviewing that. That might show up at the final plan review. This is the site plan review, so,
okay, it will.
but
Yeah,
It's a
the
question
fire
mark,
code
right?
is mysterious. It's hard to find it. You can't just find it. They always say, oh, the architects will know. And then it's like mystery world again.
I've
Because at
worked
one
with
point they were
Tisdale.
gonna make every house be sprinkled in
Yeah.
Canton, and now they don't. You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, we go back and forth, like I'll find something, so
Sprinkling is okay, but
there's exceptions, so.
burdensome, but the sororities and fraternities seem to have it. So anyway, okay, so that's not a big deal. So we have no stipulations. No sign. I'd entertain a motion to accept this as presented.
Can I just say, we would want to sign at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we haven't,
So-
we just haven't approved any signs.
So the reason,
Not without a sign. Let's see.
That's fine. I just, when he said no sign.
Yeah,
no, there probably will be a sign,
Yeah.
but like I said, it's an entirely different.
Separate.
Right.
Like
I
a
got
lot of times, I'm glad it's being brought up now too, because it's often overlooked. And everybody's like working on the site
Yeah.
and the building, and then everything's going, and like, next thing you know, somebody's putting up a sign that was never.
Never had a permit for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but you do have to go through the procedure. I'm gonna
So
send,
the sign is separate permit.
yeah, so.
Okay.
I will send John the permit. I'll send him the sign permit application along with the code.
Yeah,
So like, should he be talking to any sign installers,
that he can have.
he can
the-
just
he's got the
relay
rules
that to
right there.
them. And, you know, despite what Barry says, some of the sign installers really do know the code. And,
Then you'll be okay. But if you get one that doesn't.
but some of them have no idea, and they're just like building something that
Mhm.
they don't realize the impact to
Yeah.
the zoning, but like a lot of our, like Northeastern sign that does signs all day long, they will sometimes correct me on the cut. Or find an exception, or, you know.
Good. Okay, so one of you wants to make the motion?
Yeah, I'll second the motion.
Or you,
Accept the
okay,
plans. Well, you motioned already, so
well,
twice.
Yeah.
all right, okay, I'll make both, that way we can have a vote.
There we go.
One motion, a second, and all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That's what we call bloodbath. Um, yes, now we have another issue, which is the county planning wants to have an hour's time of our time to meet with them to learn about restrictive zoning. And restrictive zoning is sort of what we have for, you're all set.
Oh, we're good.
Very much, yes.
Unless you want us to learn.
Anybody wants to go?
We're gonna say.
All right, take care.
Well, you know way more than I do.
I will.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
you at the next phase.
Yeah.
The journey can.
So,
Have a good day,
yes,
Jim. Yeah,
yes,
take care.
thank you.
See you around.
Hey, good luck with everything.
Thank you.
They want, the county wants to tell us about this new idea, and Tim just got an email from Kathy Hogle. Probably not just you alone, but probably others did too. But anyway, restrictive zoning makes it maybe harder to build residential properties. And so they want to talk to us about how to work residential into affordable housing into our zoning. And so about an hour with Preston Santama is his name. He's maybe the head of it. I don't know which level he is at the county. But I told him at this meeting, it's so hard to get you all together. How am I gonna, plan something like that? So is there a time that we could, sometime maybe next week? And I'm pretty much open any time, and I don't know what good times even of the day are good for you anymore or any of that sort of thing. You
I
went
really
and took an
wouldn't-
office job.
Yeah. For now.
Me for that, will you need me for that? Okay,
No, because I think it'll be over there.
okay.
And so you don't have to take notes or anything. We just have to be educated.
I'm
probably already
assuming
noticed
this
this.
is, needs to be between like 8 and 5. Is that true?
No,
Or is it-
no, we
okay.
could have, I'm sure he would help out. I don't even know him, but I've emailed him and he commiserates with me.
I mean, anytime after 5:30 is great.
Okay, that's
For me,
the
I pretty
upset
much
time, a good
Just,
time.
yeah, get back from Ogdensburg.
Yeah. So we work pretty much till 5. That's the idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Micah works all over the world, so
Yeah, all the time, unfortunately. But yeah, I can make something work. Yeah, so next week is better because I'm gonna be unsure travel first week of March, but I'm definitely gone like the 10th for a good chunk of the month.
Okay. So I don't
But
even
next
know.
week would work.
Yep. Let's see, what about a Tuesday next week?
Tuesday,
Tuesday,
March
just like tonight. is
3rd?
a Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, Tuesday, March 3rd at 6.
Sure.
We'll try that.
Yep.
And I'll see if I can get through to him and make that work.
It'd just be here.
Either here or over at the county building, but I don't
Okay.
even know where they meet. Kind
they're in the back.
of the courthouse part? Or in those other
No, they're
buildings?
in the,
I think.
the
they're
human
in
resources. building.
Resources building on 310, where the DMV is.
You have
Oh,
to,
oh,
They,
it's like man from Uncle. You have to go, you gotta call up and say, I'm here, and somebody comes out and brings you in. Cause they're like way back and like they're behind the one-stop career center and it's this whole
Okay, so
rabbit
we'll get
warren
that.
stuff.
Yep.
Like I had to hand deliver like a check or something, you know. The typical stuff that the applicant should do, I did for them one day. I forget who the applicant was, but I hand delivered something and then
That's how it went,
I had
huh?
to call up and they're like, you know, we'll come get you.
Okay, that's good to know. So we'll see what I can work out with him, because he's pretty motivated to get this to come together. So we'll do that. I'll keep you all very posted.
Preston is really good to work with.
Is he? Good. Like I said, I've never met him, but there's other Santamaws around here. I don't know if it's the same family or not.
Yeah, he's the son of the former police chief.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Very good.
If as of right now, this room is free that night too. So if he doesn't have anything available over there that evening, or if this is more convenient, but you would need somebody to unlock. I don't know if Tim would be attending as well.
Sure. What did Kathy tell you? You have to go
I
for the
just
training?
forwarded you the email.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And maybe I'll send it to you guys too.
That's fine. Yeah.
thank you.
Mm.
But yeah, Tim, if you'd be attending, then if this room would be convenient, then
I probably should attend.
welcome
Because
Cool,
to
yeah.
If
use the room. I'll get it booked
if
for
the
you.
goal is to, you know, work the zoning.
Right.
Yeah.
To make more affordable homes. I did recently permit this home that for all extensive purposes looks like, maybe I sent it to you.
Yes, it looks like
looks
an
like-
Amish building.
It
One of those little-
looks like a manufactured home, AKA mobile home,
Mhm.
but it's probably built to those specs, but it's a modular home.
Yeah, built in place, but the
Built-
plainest.
Yeah,
It's
there's
built in
quite,
a factory.
yeah, so I actually work with a lot of companies that are doing that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mara's, American Housing, a couple
Well,
others.
it's
that are-
huge now.
Yeah.
But this is like an actually Amish factory
Huh,
somewhere in Oswegatchie or
huh.
Amish
Yeah.
country. And Rusty, former code official here, yeah, that's his jurisdiction. He was the inspector for that. And
Oh, huh. Well, that's interesting. It's efficient. Bring them in.
Yeah,
made and
because
set 'em
they
up.
need to kind of inspect certify the process.
Right.
So that so instead of each individual one, like, oh, okay, you're using this plan, this is the tool, this is,
Yeah.
okay, so this is, you
if it
know,
meets the local code,
this style, yeah, so before you
State
start building,
and-
it's like,
Mhm.
you know, your municipal
That's right.
jurisdiction.
In the code, there's a piece that says there has to be one decorative item, architecturally speaking, on a building. Like a dormer or a porch or a bay window or something. You can't just have flat walls. And there's on the corner of Powers. Yeah, it's true. It's in here. You have to have-
1980s Soviet, block house.
well, that's it. There's on the corner of Farmer Street and Power Street. There's a house there that is absolutely flat on all sides and has a flat chimney. And it's the plainest looking building. And I think somebody, whoever wrote the previous code, is when that was in and still in it, said, we can't have this.
Even this little
That little one needs something.
modular home has got a porch.
Good,
Yeah.
good. Yep.
It's got like, not exactly a porch, but like an overhang.
Mhm.
Um,
Yep.
it kind of satisfies the intent of the code.
Yeah, and it's way down,
Yeah.
it's way down on Dye Street anyway, no one sees it down there.
It was a good place for the experiment.
But there are a number of houses built by the same family around here that are energy efficient, electric heat, slab on grade, along on
Yeah,
Minor Street.
The face, yeah.
Yeah, the face, that's this family right here, yep.
Yeah.
And so, Danny Fay just died 3 or 4 months ago, I would say, their
Yeah.
dad.
Yep.
And and I, of course, worked with his mom for years, or their mom,
Mhm.
Linda.
Linda. So, anyway, it's good to have that sort of thing. These little buildings are nice, and they're more decorative. These energy efficient ones, even though they seem to be deep into the ground, they're quite efficient. They're nice little ones, and they are more eye appealing than some of these. But anyway, that's what's coming, and we're all for it. So, okay, Tuesday at 6. That's wonderful. That makes me so I can sleep at night again. And
Did I move to adjourn?
yes. And
I'll second.
okay, anybody opposed? You can stay here until you're not opposed.
Do you work with modular home companies?
I work with a lot of different companies. I work for like a new multi-sector, multi-industry trade group called the New American Industrial Alliance. Trying to work to kind of reindustrialize, the country. So whether it's homes or buildings or advanced manufacturing facilities, energy companies, everything, from soup to nuts. Whether it's work with big companies like Boeing and Google, and then small, mining companies in North Dakota, and the people who make the tools that build things.